Welcome once again. Authorities are scrambling to avert famine from a record drought that has affected nearly 8 million Somalis, which is equivalent to about half the country's population. The largest city in Somalia's southwest state, Baidoa, is bearing the brunt as thousands of families flee starvation in the countryside to displaced camps in the city. Aid groups and authorities are pleading for international help to prevent further loss of life.
Now, according to the United Nations World Food Programme, Somalia's worst drought in nearly half a century has wiped out millions of livestock and has nearly 8 million people has left them stranded, including 1.5 million children facing chronic hunger at this moment. Now, to further discuss this, we have joining us in the studio this morning, Mohammed Hassan. He's a former chairman of Somalia's Election Implementation Commission. Thank you so much, Hassan, for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much.
All right. First of all, I think I'll start with, saying condolences. We hear about the bomb explosion in Mogadishu a few days ago that has killed more than 100 people. So we first of all send our hearts and our greetings to you in Somalia, and we hope that you guys can deal with that, day after day. But I want to talk about one of the reasons behind, or one of the challenges your country is still having with getting food and getting aid to these persons who have been displaced, and that is security. Can you share with us what the security situation currently is like in Somalia? Is any improvement being seen?
Oh, thank you very much. Somali situation, especially the current drought, is deteriorating because the last 4 or 5 years has no rain, and there is a other situation which is creating the situation to become a worse. Insecurity and also unfunctional institution of government is also another big problem for last 30 years. So the people are moving from the urban, the people are moving from the rural to urban area to look for food and water. There is a huge number of displacing, and there is a high number who are joining the IDP camps, who has been already in there, especially the 2 regions in southern side of the country, Bai and Gedo. The last drought was 2011, when the same situation was happening. So, but the difference of right now, there is some lack of proper coordination between the government and also even the Somali people. There is a large number of Somali people in diaspora who are always a backbone to help their people and sending money back to home. That activity is not organized well, and also the side of the government, there is a money issue that the government is struggling. The fighting to Al-Shabaab is the major issue which is right now is going on in the government agenda. So if the short rain, which is supposed to receive the end of November, fail, the situation might worse, and the country can go a famine or other state of the hunger.
Okay, Hassan, amidst all of these issues, I would like to ask, now we know that because of the drought, a lot of Somalis have been displaced, and then there are makeshift camps for these people. But then they say that the aid are coming in, but they're just a drop in the ocean compared to the number of people who need these things, because more people are trooping in every day and their needs are exacerbated. So we know that the government is facing certain challenges at the moment, but are there plans in place to, double the efforts and double the provision that they make to these people in these camps?
of um, really the arrangement and organizing the aid. It is a big problem in this time in the area of the drought because of the insecurity. Government are not controlling the most hit drought area, and aid agency cannot reach there. Only expectation and only hope that the unreachable area can receive is the relative who are in diaspora or who are in other major towns of the country who can send some small amount of money to their families in the road area. But the major challenges of right now is insecurity. Insecurity already created a gap because the people who are displacing, what they are looking for is the safe area that they can receive food and water. Also, the other issue is lack of coordination, because there is no lack of coordination of Somali government, and sometimes there is a three stage of the aid to the drought hit area. Local and diaspora people, Somali government, and aid agencies. Aid agencies somehow has a good coordination because they are working in last 30 years for dealing with dilemma situation in the country, the civil war, the drought, the flood. So they have already have a plan that they can at least reach where they can access to deliver to the aid kit. But the problem is the local people, how they can coordinate themselves and how they can reach, because there are more access, they have more chance to access the area that the aid agencies cannot access.
All right, Mr. Hassan, we hope for an improvement in the situation over there, and that the levels of aid gets into these people is improved upon. The Somali government also needs to step up in every way possible. Thanks for your time this morning. Thanks for speaking with us. We'll be bringing you in again.